Hi there, Vinny from Project Frugal. Do you like getting lied to? Me neither. So let's go and check out some half-truths with the Hyperverse. Hey, thanks for sticking around. We've got some exclusive, amazing interviews with a couple of people you will probably know quite well. None other than Mr.H. That's right, exclusive interview with Mr.H. And we've also got an exclusive interview with no one else but the Chief Executive Officer of Hyperverse, Stephen Reece Lewis. Amazing, incredible. But before we get there, we're going to have a look at a video that was put out a couple of weeks ago from a guy called Des and a lady called Susan. That's right, Susan. Just about forgot. So let's check these two out, see what they've got to say.
Updates concerning Hyperverse and of course Hypernation. So firstly, I just want to thank everybody, for their patience. It hasn't been an easy time. It's never easy going through turbulence. However, I'm very, very confident with the way everything is going. And the main objective of today is for you to have a very clear understanding as to what is happening with Hyperverse and a very clear understanding of what is happening with Hypernation. So leading the call today, we have an amazing lady who is one of our leaders, one of our VIP leaders. She's our internal compliance officer, someone who has taken time to really understand exactly what is happening. It hasn't been easy because we've been having back and forth with corporate, and everything is kind of coming to us in for want of a better expression, drips and drabs. A lot of deciphering, having to go back, ask more questions. But we're now getting to a point now where there's a clear understanding.
Excellent. So a new compliance officer, whatever happened to Renee Joel? Well, she left Hyperverse not long ago, well, a wee while ago, but this lady, Susan, has replaced her apparently as the internal compliance officer, and it gets better because she talks about corporate, or they talk about corporate. Who is corporate? No one ever knows because no one ever says who corporate is. It's just a word that gets bandied around. Corporate this, corporate that. No one knows. There's never any names associated with corporate. No one will ever know.
Thank you so much, Des, for even taking out time out of your busy schedule to help us, and for really supporting us really through the journey. I mean, I came on this platform in June last year, so you came in before me and you paved the way for a lot of us. And let me know if you can see my screen, guys.
Yeah, we can see that.
I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to move it on the other page, and then I'm going to move the share screen over to the other page as well. Let me just move the share screen over because it's a bigger screen and I can see it because my glasses is not on at the moment, so let me just do that again and share the screen, and then I will
just let you know your glasses are on.
So Keith's not here. They're filled with Des and this lady who claims to be an accountant called Susan. You'll notice how professional these people are. Have a look at the top of the PowerPoint and the way they've spelt the presentation itself. Not impressive.
That's fine. So let me see. Tell me what you can see. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen. We can see the slide. It's not in presentation mode, but it is on the screen. So I think if you've got F5, it should start it, or slideshow, and and start from the beginning. Yeah.
Many months later.
Right. So we want to present to you some information that I believe is, I think what we want to do really, the first thing that I want to do is really address the elephant in the room. If you notice on this picture, there's an elephant in the room and nobody's addressing that elephant. Can you see the elephant?
Can you see the elephant in the room? Well, I certainly can. And that elephant is that no one from Hyperverse is currently getting paid out. That's the elephant.
Can you see the elephant?
Yeah, we can see the elephant.
Right, good. So that means the screen's working. So if you notice in this picture, nobody's addressing the elephant. But what I want to do, I want to address that the elephant in the room. That's the most important thing. So the first thing I want to do really is actually address some questions, really. I want to go into some questions because people have asked these questions and I've put these questions together. And I think we need to go through these and then we'll move into Hypernation. So is there an update on Hyperverse regarding withdrawals? Because I know that's the main thing that people want to know.
Hypernation? No. Hypernation. Hyperverse? No. Hyperverse. H. Mr.H. Anyway, the Hyper Recovery Plan, 2 to 6 months, you'll get your money back, apparently. Doesn't look promising. Definitely doesn't look promising.
Okay, so members that are waiting on their 1X, which still haven't been processed, these members are a priority for the company. And this has been mentioned to the nodes over and over, because I think some people saying they haven't received theirs yet. But you can imagine the amount of people in the organization. It's not just there's this team, there's people, the large amount of people in the organization, and they are addressing those first. That said, it doesn't mean that you only will get your one time, but what they're saying is because those who want to withdraw now after rebuying, and if they haven't done it before, then they want to put them in the front of the queue.
Well, the video goes on and on. Susan will have a spiel. Let's check that out. We're not going to go through the guts of this whole presentation, that's for sure.
You make money as a trader, okay, when the market goes up and the market goes down. So when the market goes up, it's going up in a bullish position. And when it goes down, it's the bearish position. But it doesn't really matter if the market goes up and down. As a trader, you're making money going up and down, okay, in the forex market, stock market, the crypto market, okay, because the currencies are moving, okay, up and down. And so we're in a space where they've got experts in this space that are trading and they are generating a fantastic return. So in spite of the market.
So Susan's been in for just over a year, cash rich. That's the reason why she joined. The company's been doing exceptionally well. Well, this is a load of rubbish because the company has not been doing very well. Hence the reason for this video, and hence the reason why they're trying to scramble to get people over to Hypernation. Rubbish. So the video goes on and on and on. I'm not going to bore you with it. If you do want to see the whole video with another alternative commentary, you can watch it here on Danny the Hex YouTube channel. So check that one out. Anyway, let's go and have a look at some of the questions and answers that happen at the end of this particular video. First one we're going to look at is the International Church of Glory and asking if you can use the HU from your Hyperverse account to buy into Hypernation. Let's check this out.
International Church, I'm sure that's not your name.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Good evening. Thank you very much.
Hi.
You mentioned that to be able to have the possibility of migrating your rewards to Hypernation in the future, you should acquire at least a yellow box. Can you acquire the yellow box with assets in Hyperverse at the moment?
No. So basically, we used to be able to do that with our rewards. They open it for a short space of time, and now what we need to do is go a bit like what I've just showed you, and I've gone through. I've actually literally gone through, and I showed you what you need to do in order to acquire. You got to go to your exchange and bring in 100 USDT.
USDT. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So not a great answer from the accountant. She claims to be a Christian. Christians should be good stewards of money. This other guy who's a Christian by the looks of things, why is he investing in a company like this? This just does not make sense. Let's go and check out Edith. I feel sorry for Edith. She's borrowed $100 to invest in Hypernation, and now she realizes she can't get her money out. Let's check this out.
Hello, Miss. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah. I have a question for you. Some of us that just came in few weeks ago,
yes,
and we put a lump sum, and the lump sum that we put was borrowed, and now we are paying the interest. All of a sudden, we've not gotten any dime. And the way I'm feeling now, I'm panicking I'm frustrated. I'm scared.
So what was
So
your?
right, no, my
Say that
question
again.
is,
You put in it and what? Sorry, just repeat that so I understand you clearly.
I put in a lump sum. A lump
Okay,
sum.
okay, yeah, yeah.
Very close to 100 US. So right now, I'm in Hyperverse. All these things that is being explained is very complicated for me. So what is the possibility of somebody withdrawing, forgetting about all the rewards, get the lump sum that she put and go back
when did you
home?
come in? When did you say you came in?
I came in around April.
April, May, June, July, August. So, I mean, if you want to withdraw, you can start to withdraw. So you're one of the people that's be ring fenced to a priority to withdraw.
No, but the withdrawal I mean is to cancel my membership, take my capital and walk home so that I don't have mental problem. Because it's becoming very complicated for me to hold up.
The best thing to do, because there's no point trying to get me to help you on the call, because this is not the place for it. If you reach out to your node or your upline to see if they can help you. What I will do, because of what you've just said, if you want to reach out to me, we'll have a conversation.
Poor lady. She's invested into the Hyper group and her dreams have not been realized. She's borrowed $100 off, well, off some moneylender or a friend or a family member, and she can't get her money out. This sucks. Anyway, in more positive news, let's go and check out Ron, who got the exclusive interviews with Mr. H and Stephen Reece Lewis. Take it away, Ron. Hi there, everyone. Ron here, filling in for Vinny. He's gone out to make some dinner, probably having some lentils, but that's another story. Anyway, I'm going to be doing a couple of interviews with a guy called Mr. H from Hypernation. Really great guy, real great. And another guy that you might be familiar with, Stephen. I love Stephen. Who doesn't love Stephen? So let's start. Let's talk to Mr. H. Mr. H, welcome, and tell us a little bit about yourself. Yeah, it's me. It's Mr. H. Thank you, Ron, for inviting me to this. And what do you want to know, really? I mean, what can I say? I'm Mr. H. I've been around for a couple of months. Normally I live in the Metaverse, and I've got a slight American accent, and I do lots of hand gestures because that's sort of my thing. I can do some fist pumping. I'm good at fist pumping, and I can go like this. I'm really good at that. I can maybe lift my arms up like this, and that just gets some points across. And when I'm talking about democracy and universal basic income and NFTs and utopia in the metaverse, and I don't know really what else to say. Right, that's fantastic. We've got no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds pretty impressive. Can you tell us a little bit about NFTs or something else? Yeah. NFTs, non-fungible something tokens. Yeah, tokens. They're amazing. I mean, the ones we've got, the minions that we've got here at Hypernation are the most incredible. They're selling on OpenSeas. They really are. They're amazing JPEGs. Well, basically they're JPEGs, but I'm happy to take your money because I live in the metaverse, so I need a bit of electricity to keep going, because if I don't have electricity, things don't quite work so well. You'll notice I've got a slight American accent, but sometimes I can sound kind of European, like I'm faking my accent, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? We gotta get these NFTs out the door because Hyperverse got no money. Well, everyone knows that, right? But, we've got to get some NFTs sold because without it, we can, nothing's gonna happen. Anyway, we've got to, what else do we have to do? I see. Well, that really, hang on, let's cut that. We'll start that one again. Thank you very much, Mr. H. Lots of buzzwords. Universal basic income, utopia, consensus. That's a big one. if we put the words consensus into every sentence, you know, about the consensus of the consensus, then that makes it more realistic. And with this American accent that I've got, it's just more consensus, right? More consensus, universal basic income, NFTs, and utopia in the metaverse with the NFTs, and you're gonna go places, right? You're gonna go, well, let's just face it, we need the money, okay? So if you could just, you know, log on, buy some NFTs, we'd be really grateful. Thank you very much. This is Mr.H Utopia, and another thing I like to do is I like to sort of look up and, you know, steer and then go like this, maybe sometimes, and, you know, that's what I do. That's just what I do. That's what I've been trained to do. I've done it all my life. I've been around for the last couple of months, but, you know, hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? Catch you later, Ron. Thanks. Now, the one person that I really want to speak to is Stephen, and here he is. He's been absent for at least a couple of weeks. Stephen Reece Lewis, here he is. Welcome, Stephen. Well, thank you, Ron, for that wonderful introduction. Stephen here, everybody. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, but I'm really glad to be back here in Thailand, away from all the razzle-dazzle of Dubai and all the Hyperverse and all the hype. I'm sick of tweeting. I'm really sick of tweeting. I put out a lot of tweets. You realize it takes a lot of work to put out a lot of tweets. A lot of people complaining, where is the money? Well, you know, what do you do? Yeah, that's right. Well, I don't really understand why all these people are getting all angry just because Hyperverse is not paying any money, but maybe you could elaborate on that. Yes, good question, Ron. Where is the money? Well, I spent it. Well, the money that I had anyway, Cowbash had some of it, but he's gone now. I spent a lot of it. I tried to convince people with the apples. No one was interested in buying the apples off me. Or the potatoes, that's right, I had some potatoes for sale. No one was interested in that. So I've branched out. And what I've got today, I've got a special deal on olives. These are homemade olives. We've got a tree out in the front yard. And I really like, well, actually, I don't like olives, but hey, they're free. Well, they, you know, fall onto the ground, etc. And the money that I made from Hyperverse, from all these videos, I made, I've purchased a lot of baked beans. And I've you know, you got to do what you got to do, right? Just like Mr.H said, I bought 3 containers of baked beans. 3 containers full of baked beans, and now I've got to eat them. And, you know, I've been eating baked beans in Thailand, and it's wonderful. It really is I'm sick of baked beans. I'm really sick of baked beans. But, hey, once Hyperverse dried up, the money ran out, and, you know, they didn't want to hire me anymore, so, well, I think someone's telling Porkies here. Ha ha. You know, a CEO's got to do what a CEO's got to do, right? Ha ha ha. Yes. Anyway, I haven't been on Twitter for at least a couple of weeks and probably not going back, let's face it. Mr.H has sort of taken over and, well, do we get on? Well, that's debatable. You know, he's always got that stupid mask on. I'm sick of him. I'm sick to death of that man. Well, if he is a man, I don't know. But he's an American. And us British don't like the Americans. Well, sometimes we do. They helped us out in World War II. So, you know, hey, there you go. Well, that certainly makes sense. So thanks very much for your time, Stephen. Go back to Thailand or wherever you came from and, you know, have a nice life. Hopefully we'll see you sometime. I doubt it, but you never know. Anyway, thank you, Ron. Thank you. It's been amazing. Don't forget baked beans and olives if you're really hungry. I've got, well, maybe Hypernation will start selling the baked beans and the olives along with the NFTs because you've got to get some money from somewhere. And, you know, that's me, really. Stephen. Well, that about wraps it up for this particular video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell notification for more. We got nothing more to say. We'll catch you in the next one. See you later.